Hey everybody, it's Joe and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be making shrimp cocktail, but it's not just any shrimp cocktail. This is going to be our special spin on the recipe. How is it different? Well, we're doing something special with the cocktail sauce. And instead of just being boring and steaming the shrimp, we're going to pan fry it and it's going to be fantastic. So you ready? Let's get into this. For the ingredients on our cocktail sauce, first we have the ketchup. We're using the Kroger branded ketchup that's got 50% less sodium and sugar in it. This actually almost has no sugar added at all. We've got minced garlic we're going to be throwing in there. Instead of lemons, we're going to be using lime juice. Of course, we got the horseradish here. We have a little Kroger Worcestershire sauce here. And this also has no added sugar. And also, we're going to be adding in a little bit of Parmesan cheese.
I know that sounds weird, but you'll like it, trust me.
This goes in pretty simple. Doesn't matter what order you're doing this in, just all goes into the bowl. So we got our ketchup, our Worcestershire sauce, our horseradish here, and then there's the garlic. Mix all this stuff around in here a little bit. A little bit of lime juice goes a long way, so I would probably just start with a half a lime, and the last ingredient would be our Parmesan. And that was easy. Now we can just move on to the shrimp. Now to prep the shrimp, we're using 11 to 13 count shrimp. Be sure to use raw shrimp, and if they're frozen, be sure to defrost those completely before we get started. And also you want to remove the upper part of the shell. That's actually pretty easy to do, just kind of separate it out on the last digit before you get down to the tail. And then if you just pull straight down towards the bottom, you should be able to remove almost the entire exoskeleton in one piece. We have a little extra virgin olive oil here. And we have our herb combination here, which is garlic powder, salt, pepper, paprika, cayenne pepper, parsley, and last but not least, a little bit of green onion. But we're going to use this green onion last to finish the recipe. This isn't actually going to get cooked. Also, we have the other half of our lime here, but we're going to be using this when we're cooking the shrimp. Okay, we're going to want to use about half of our olive oil here. Be sure to mix that up and coat the shrimp really well. And mix our herbs up really well. And then we want to go ahead and coat the shrimp really well with our mix. Make sure you get both sides and the top as well. Once you get your shrimp seasoned, I would just go ahead and sprinkle whatever remainder you got just over the top, just so we're not wasting anything. And then we'll be ready to cook. To cook the shrimp, we're going to go ahead and heat our range up, probably at about a medium high. Take the little bit of oil we got left and throw it into the pan. We don't really need that much because we have a lot of oil on our shrimp already. It's a good idea to make sure your pan is evenly coated with the oil. You can do that with a spoon, or you can just kind of flop the pan around. If the pan's not quite that hot yet though, that's probably a little easier. You'll be able to tell when the oil is ready because you'll just start to see some ripples forming right on the surface of the oil if you look at it from this side. Once you see that, we're ready to start. Let's go ahead and lay your shrimp in. The key to doing shrimp right is you're only going to flip them one time. You cook it long enough to be done on one side, flip it over, finish the other side, and then get it out of the pan. You don't want to overcook shrimp, and shrimp will overcook very, very, very easily. So you got to watch out. Also keep in mind the order that you put the shrimp in. I started with this one here and went around and then towards the inside because you're going to want to do them all in the same order if you have a pan that heats evenly. That way you won't have any pieces of shrimp that cook more than other ones. Okay, once you're cooked on one side, start flipping these over. Now we are using a little bit of cayenne pepper and paprika, so you may get a little bit of black coloration on here. That's fine. You'll be able to tell that when they're done because the translucency will go away. See that? And right before you take these off, give them a nice little squirt of lime juice and get them off the heat. Okay, and now for our plating, a little bit of cocktail sauce here. Our shrimp. And our green onions. Looks pretty nice, huh? Just for your information, this is a pretty spicy recipe, so if you're sensitive to spicy food, I would recommend leaving the cayenne pepper out of the recipe. In addition to that, you can use a little bit less horseradish and that'll make it more mild as well. As always, the ingredients and the measurements are down in the description of the video, along with the calorie count, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. If you try out this recipe, I would love it if you let me know how it came out down in the comments, and also let me know how it compares to other shrimp cocktail recipes you've tried in the past. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about Joe's Phenomenal, you could check out a couple more videos, or you can visit us online at joesphenomenal.com. I thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your busy day to watch our video. So until next time, I'm Joe, and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.